Well, thank God that worked. Prayers do get answered. I prayed a lot. The change engine oil or change oil soon thing there that you just saw. Change engine oil soon, yep. So I need to reset that. I just did a full engine oil service, filter service, air filter, upper and lower fuel filter, and that's the purpose of my video today, the lower fuel filter. That rascal got stuck. It would not come out of the housing. So I did have to kind of rip the lower cover off of that in order to access the filter inside the housing. And then I put a nice pair of needle nose pliers on it and still couldn't rip it out of there. Now, this filter should not stick in anything. You can see I've got it laying in a drain bucket that had engine oil in it too. So basically, this is the bottom, and the only thing up top is this mating red seal, and it just, kind of completes the seal on a piece of metal, a flat piece of metal up there, and this side just kind of butts up against in a very loose fitting hole. I looked online. I did not see anything that was solved other than a gentleman that put in a case to the internet on a Ford lower fuel filter stuck. And the answer he got was some defect. Filter housing's bad. And he and a friend put it up on a lift and tried to pry it out of there and still couldn't do it. So they had the Ford garage, they put it back together with the old filter in it. I don't know how, but because I had to pry mine away from the main housing, or from the filter, because it's got tabs on the bottom of the filter that hold it to the lower housing. You have to actually slide it to one side. That's these tabs right here and here, and they lock into the lower housing. So I guess that's how I got it apart, is I had put some side torque on it while I was pulling the bottom housing. It came off. I grabbed a hold of it. I pulled with all my might. I mean, I lifted my 204-pound body off the ground underneath that truck. Right there. Right there. And still couldn't get it out. So let me wrap this up. It's not going to be a short. It's going to be a short video I'm going to post here. But you can see where my marks are on that area where I was pulling on that side. Wouldn't budge. It was moving the whole housing, and it was almost like, that's just a piece of soft rubber over there. And then, of course, I'm praying the whole time. Hey, that's me. I don't know what you do, but I'm going to try to give you an answer here. And that, I don't know, it feels a little rough, but it doesn't mate to anything. It just goes up in a real loose fit bore, and I believe that's, I don't know whether that's the return. I don't know what it is. But obviously this has a filter screen in it, and then this is the primary filter. So I would say that's where the fuel is coming in from the tank. That's just my impression. All right, so I pulled on that, grabbing that as hard as I could. I was shaking it back and forth in both directions, a sort of a bi-directional wobble shake, and it was, it was moving. It was moving from side to side, and it was fore and aft, and what I noticed was this side wasn't moving at all. And at one time, I had 2 pair of these identical needle nose locked to the bottom, one on this and one on this, and it wouldn't come out. So what I did was I did the same thing, but I just grabbed onto this one because I noticed this one was not, it didn't have the sort of movement or the motion, degrees of motion, or what do you want to say. This side was moving a lot. This side was barely moving. And so I said, well, it must be stuck over here. And I don't know whether it was, this plastic that was wedged. I don't know, it was wedged here. But when I got put the same amount of force on this in a sort of biaxial motion, it came out. And when it came out, I had a lot of force on it. And I looked at it. I cannot see anything that would cause that thing to lock down in that housing. But if your Ford guy wants to replace that housing, he hadn't tried hard enough, I would say, or else I just had one that was mildly stuck compared to other people or this other guy. I got it out. The new one's in. You heard my truck running. It runs like a top. It's a 22 Super Duty Platinum Series 6.7 liter diesel. Power stroke, whatever, and they're all the same under there in that range. I think they're still pretty much the same. They may be oriented differently. But if you ever have that stuck filter problem on the lower side, that primary filter and screen, that's how I got it out. God bless you. I hope you never have this problem, but if you do, try what I did. Just be patient, biaxial movement, try both sides, but the side you wouldn't expect to be stuck was the one I found to be stuck. Y'all have a great one. God love you.